Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of State of Us. It's Alana, and the next 3 weeks will be a little bit different. Lauren, Tiara, and I will not be together filming episodes. Instead, we sort of wanted to focus on you guys getting to know us in a different way through the lens of family members. So we're sitting down with our sisters. Lauren and Tiara have 3 sisters. Two other sisters, and I just have 1. So this episode, I will be sitting down with my younger sister. We'll talk about a pop culture topic and just getting to know one another a little bit, and it should be more like mini-sodes here. But without further ado, I'm going to introduce my sister Doria.
Hi everyone, I'm Doria. I live in the Houston area. I have a lifestyle channel on YouTube, and I film mostly day in the life kind of content. So I'm actually a young mom. I'm 24 years old. I have a 3-year-old son, and I like to just kind of cook, try new restaurants, and just try to live a very peaceful life. So I'm excited to join you. So I'm excited. Come on, let's talk.
Yeah, so pop culture, well, we always do at the front. Y'all are completely used to this. Pop culture this week, I think the biggest thing is Neo and Crystal. I think everybody knows about it. That is a hot mess express, in my opinion. And it's just very interesting that a man cheated on his wife for 8 years.
Yeah. Very interesting, but I think that kind of plays into the question, like what did we think was going to happen?
Right.
He cheated on, what was her name? Monyetta Shaw. Thankfully, she's in a much better relationship now. But he did cheat on her with, I believe, Crystal.
Oh no, Crystal, like, they've done the timelines and Crystal was like, absolutely not.
Oh,
I did not know Neo at the time he was with Monyetta.
Okay. Well,
either way, she should have had the record. Like, I watched a video on it. It was just ridiculous. How much she cheated on Monyetta. Yeah. And, like, just a track record.
Just dogged her out. But the thing is, like you said, she should have had the track record, and she should have known going in that more than likely, unfortunately, was going to happen to her. But I mean, I don't know. Do you have any like other thoughts with that?
Yeah, I think like women have this tendency to think that they can change a man. Like they're like some type of like for example, like I'm using the word you loosely, but like you as another woman he was with previously was not enough of a woman to get him to stop doing X, Y, Z.
And so you think you can come in and kind of save the day.
Like you're some type of superwoman, superior breed of woman.
Cape on, burn it. Basically.
Yeah, but like you're like you are the creme de la creme, and like somehow, some way you're gonna change who this man is fundamentally.
I just think that, especially we as Black women, we have this idea that I have to take on this project, like you said a few days ago. We just assume the role of a project manager. And Neo, I think in this case, was her project that she thought she was gonna change, sort of like a lot of us who think, okay, I see a broken man, I see a man who could use some change, and I'm gonna be the one to fix it. Whether it be through, I don't know.
It's just like I'm sexier, or I'm more accomplished, or I'm more submissive. That's the big thing.
I understand him more than she does.
Yeah, I understand him more than he does, or I'm willing to do whatever, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like they take something about themselves, and I don't know Crystal, but at all, but I have noticed that a lot of these men get with biracial women, and some of them, you know, how often biracial women are in the Black community put on a pedestal, not by everyone, but for the most part put on a pedestal, so they feel like they are better than fully Black women or medium tone, especially darker skinned women, depending on who the biracial woman is, if she was raised a certain way. And I'm not saying that's Crystal, but that is a trend I see when a Black man goes from a Black woman to a
fully Black woman. You can
tell like who is there's no doubt that she's Black, to a biracial, or a biracial woman who is to a biracial woman, or a biracial woman who is racially ambiguous. That tends to be the trend. I'm not saying that's what Crystal and Neo at all, but
you know what I think is funny? Whenever I think Crystal was expecting her first child with Neo, she made a very snide comment about
the child's hair.
Yes, which I don't think that sat well with anybody.
Because she said, like, got that Hawaiian silky, but it was like something else to what she said.
Something like what Nico Hart said too, about Hawaiian silky hair.
But the thing is that's so funny about their kids is they all have like type 4 hair. Like type 4, because I don't believe in the chart system, but like a kinkier Afro textured hair. Both Nico and Crystal's kids have that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's this ego thing, and I think it's also just a matter of our community kind of, like you say, putting them on a pedestal. So I just think the conversation or the whole situation is quite interesting. I wish her the best of luck.
Because
whatever she chooses to do.
She's leaving him because I think he had a child on her.
Oh, really?
That's what I saw.
I thought it was just cheating.
It's cheating, but I think she confirmed that he has somebody else pregnant or there's another child.
So was it the fact that did it take her over the edge?
I think having another child took her over the edge because I just
But
knew
what
their
about
vows
the
like
other
5 months ago.
Not 8 women. I don't know how many women it was, but that's
Yeah,
another
8
thing.
years.
Why is it that the baby has to change something?
Right.
Why is it the behavior not enough?
Repugnant enough. I don't know. But I just wish her all the best into women who are going through situations like that. But
Absolutely, but I mean, hey.
I feel like sometimes you've made your bed and now you have to lie in it. And so like
She has to. I know a lot of
Something
people,
like that.
unfortunately, I mean, like I said, I wish her the best, but a lot of people are not wishing her very well.
Anyway, we're going to dive into getting to know my sister and our relationship. So I'll start with just like some softball questions. I'm sure we'll talk about them as we go forward. But just to like let people know, I'll be 26 in October. I'm 25 right now, and you were 24. We're 19 months and 6 days apart.
Okay.
So like we grew up very close. But I'll just start with some questions.
Okay.
What's your favorite memory of us? What's one of your favorite? Well, there are a lot of memories.
I know. That's
There are a lot of
really
memories.
hard. What is my favorite memory of us? I don't know. I'd probably say one of my favorites. Oh my goodness.
There's so many.
know. There are so many.
Well, what's one that stands out?
One that stands out. I think probably like the summer, like in K through 12.
That's like a big time frame.
No. Okay. So like the summers, like in K through 12, like we would be at home together, like literally just doing nothing. And I really feel like that's when we like bonded the most. I don't know about you. There's so many memories, but I just feel like that was probably one of my favorite memories. If not, probably spending time with grandma.
Oh yeah.
I think anytime
A
we were
lot of our
around
memories
her-
are centered around grandma.
around
Like,
grandma,
us kids.
yeah. I think anytime we were around her and just hanging out with her, like we just got to live and be like our full authentic selves, and just kind of joke around with her and joke around with each other. Which, by the way, grandma, I think is one that kind of brought us together.
Yes, for sure. Because like we didn't get along. I mean, we
No.
didn't hate each other, but we didn't get along until we were about 7 or 6.
Yeah,
like, around
I
that
would
time frame,
say
6 or
it was
7.
like, I don't know what it was. I think it was just like we were like, I felt like I was always in competition,
Mhm.
so I had to have one up on you all the time apparently.
That was like,
like
what?
you didn't care. But
Doctor.
I just had this idea in my mind that I was like in competition with you, but no, I think grandma definitely was who brought us together. So I think any memories that were shared with her were definitely some of my favorites. Like we do things all the time. I could say college is one of my favorite memories. It's
Right.
just, there's so many.
I feel like some of mine is like anything, like I can't remember exactly what was said, but anything that has me like gasping for air laughing.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
just-
what are those? Like,
There's
which
so
ones?
many of those. You and I were laughing about something even a few weeks ago. We were
I was
gasping for
really
air.
laughing at something a few minutes
Minutes
ago,
ago.
or a
You
few
were
hours ago.
While I was driving, you were like
Yes.
gasping for air. I was like, what?
Yes, those moments are great, but there's so many, so I can't count them all. So,
Oh my gosh. I think one of my favorite memories of us is like just in Tulum. Like we had such a
Oh,
good time
yeah.
relaxing and like hanging out. It was just nice to be someplace else. It was nice hanging out in that spa. But like that's
It
one of my
was.
favorite memories is just like we just were able to spend one-on-one time together
Yeah.
because we were living apart. I was at home, you were in Austin.
we were able
Just,
to
like-
just relax.
Yeah.
And that was a good thing. It's nice to like, you know, joke around, go hop from bar to bar, wherever
Right.
it is with your friends, family, whoever it might, or family, but also just like relaxing and not really having like a ton of stuff to say, but just being in like each other's presence, I think is,
Really important.
yeah. And it's a good memory
Yeah.
if you have those.
Okay, another one. What's a goal you're trying to accomplish? What's something you want to accomplish by the end of the year?
This year,
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Okay.
That is a goal. I've been saying that goal for months, but I'm trying to be a bit more tactical
Mhm.
in my just planning and just general content. So I think that's going to be like my top goal. So yeah, reaching 1,000 subscribers. Second goal. Do I get a second goal?
Yeah.
What is the second goal? I've been trying to learn Italian. So moving forward with that, but I knew I wanted to kind of like learn a second language this year, but that one is a bit slow. So I would say definitely getting 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and definitely kind of building up my social presence a bit more and just connecting with my audience, I think is probably like the goal for me.
Okay. So is there something about yourself that you see that you limit? Is there something about yourself, like, is it a self-doubt? Is it a thought? Is it something that you want to overcome that you, like, I know that sometimes we think outside forces are our greatest obstacles, but like sometimes it's ourselves.
Yeah.
So like, is it something within yourself that you're like, okay, I need to overcome this so I can get to the next level?
I definitely think it's fear. And I think it's a big one for a lot of people, but I know for me, it definitely is fear and doubt, because I feel like I sometimes will sell myself short, sometimes I'm not, but I think that I have this fear that people aren't gonna like this, or people aren't gonna like this about me, or if I say this, people are gonna think that I'm weird or crazy or whatever it is. And I think I just critique myself so much that I end up maybe just not doing it.
Yeah.
And so I definitely wanna detract that from my life. So I think fear, and then any kind of negative self-talk is a big one for me. And I think that kind of goes back into the points that I was making, that people might think that I'm weird, but just really just trying to be authentic and not really be scared of whatever some of my goals are, and just really going for it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we have a tendency to present a version of ourselves that we think is palatable or most socially acceptable, and you're not actually being true to who you are as a human being when you do that.
For sure.
But, okay, excuse me. I'm going to ask this last question, then we're going to play a quick game.
Okay.
But what's one thing you love about me and one thing you want me to improve on to be a better sister?
Goodness. One thing I want you to improve on is your indecisiveness, which might be very difficult for you as a Libra. But I think you know what it is that you want. I think that sometimes, and it might be that fear that I was talking about that kind of blocks you. I think you're very capable, and I think that you for sure, I know, tend to sell yourself short. Just me, like from the outside looking in. Tend to sell yourself short. So
like I'm not gonna argue with that. Like, because like it's 100% true. It's something I do want to overcome, because I like deep down I know what it is, what I want, but it's just like you said, like trying. I think my big issue. I'm a people pleaser too, and so I always think about what other people's reception like something I'm doing or going to do or planning will always be, or I'm just so I'm so pragmatic that I'm actually hindering myself from actually acting. So that maybe.
I definitely would say that that's an area of improvement. I think I've definitely noticed that throughout the years.
Yeah.
And we all have areas that we can continue to grow in, but I would say that that is one area that I want you to improve in, just only because I love you so much. And what is one thing that I just love about you? What is one thing?
Yes, you have to choose one thing.
What is
choose
one
my
thing?
one thing in your area.
One thing. What is one thing that I love about you? I'm gonna say that it sounds pretty stupid. Probably your ability to block. Okay. So, have they gotten to know like you and just like your I guess like conversations that you've had with like Laura or Tia, or just
But how I block people?
yeah.
I don't think they know that.
So Alana has this amazing ability to just tell you to block someone. If there's somebody that's getting on your nerves, or if, I don't know, like say for instance you gave some guy your number or whatever, like out of just trying to be nice, and you're really not feeling them, you just say, just block them. And I think sometimes, I think that it can be applicable in all of our lives. But specifically yours, you tend to kind of block out some of the negative things in your life, and I think that or just things that don't serve any purpose for you, which
I feel like there's a thin line between something not serving purpose and something being slightly difficult for a season.
Exactly.
I feel like we're talking about blocking things that'll bring you happiness, and like we're not distinguishing between the two, because that's not they're two completely different areas.
And when I say things that like don't serve any purpose, I mean like literally just that. Not something that's getting difficult or something that you feel like you can't overcome, so you just like drop it. I mean things that literally just have absolutely no purpose.
100%.
I also think it's your ability to like just laugh at yourself. I think that sometimes you take things too seriously, but in the same way you don't take things too seriously.
Okay.
So I love that about you, but it's hard to pick just one. I can kind of go on.
I could too. Oh, my favorite thing, well, something I want you to improve on is like your negative self-talk. I like, you already sort of talked about it, but I don't like hearing you talk about yourself as if you're dumb or not smart enough or not capable enough of doing something. That really upsets me to hear you like speak. Like, you know, you won't say like I'm stupid, and that's not what I'm saying, but like you'll say I don't know or a variety of different things, and it makes me upset to hear you doubt yourself when I believe like you're capable of so much. And I just don't want your own voice or like your own inner voice to block the actual physical present you who has impact. I don't want that to happen. And one thing I love about you, honestly, probably your creativity, and you have a really good eye. That's like you, like, when I mean she has a good eye, like Doria, I can't draw a straight line. I can't draw a star. Doria can draw. Doria, like with charcoal, Doria can you use pastels really well. She can paint, like just do whatever she wants. She also has a really good eye for interior design and crafts. Like she's just like really good at stuff like that. And so, and putting outfits together, like she has a very good eye, and that part of that comes from her artistic ability. Like she was not taught how to do any of that stuff. She just naturally has it. So I think that's one of my favorite things about you is like your creative eye. And then I think the other thing I love about you, I like seeing you as a mom. I think that's something I really like seeing, is that you and my nephew are just y'all are very tight, but I just love seeing like you grow as a mother, because like I've heard people say like when you become a parent, like your kid teaches you as much about yourself as you learn about it.
Sure.
So it's like looking into your reflection, like you see your own faults and your own issues and your own, like you can see how that comes across in your child. But I love seeing how y'all's bond, how you've grown as an individual, how he's growing with you. I just really like seeing that.
Yeah, it's definitely been a growth process, but yeah, even just thinking about it now, like he's definitely me, and I think that we kind of butt heads sometimes because he's me. Oh, sweet.
Okay, so our game is we have 5 questions, and we can try and see. I feel like we're gonna be able to answer this. So I'll ask you a round of like 6 questions, and you try and answer them about me, and you ask me a round of 6 questions. I try and answer them about you. Let's do 7.
So like,
I don't
how
want to
much
do 6.
do you know about me?
Yeah, I don't want to do 7. I don't want to do 6. I said that was number.
Yeah, I know. Like, let's see the number of completion.
Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. Just questions about me, right?
Yes.
Okay. What is one of my favorite colors?
Beige. Like I was like going through all the neutrals.
Okay.
Beige and brown right now.
Who was my first kiss?
Connor.
No.
Connor was your.
He was my first crush.
I'm trying to think of who was your first kiss. What grade was this?
7.
Oh, Brandon Ibarra.
Oh, what? No, it wasn't Brandon.
Michael Badger?
Yes. Okay, he was my first kiss.
I shouldn't be saying people's names.
I know.
Sorry.
I was like, should we say people's names? And I don't think they're gonna be listening. Third, what? If I could be anything, if money didn't matter, what do you think I would do?
2 things: you'd be an interior designer, or you would own either an online or a brick and mortar, like be a Joanna Gaines, basically.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What is my favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Okay. What was the one name I wanted to name my son, but his father...
Noah. Because he thought it was bad.
Yes. I love Noah. What is another thing? What is another thing that I could ask you? What is one place that I've been wanting to go to that you think I'm so weird for wanting to
She wants to go to Toronto.
Vancouver.
Well, Vancouver. She wants to go to somewhere, because I asked her, I'm like, what are you going to do there? She's like, there's a trail. I'm like, you're going to walk?
No, it's just Vancouver. Canada's just
But I was
beautiful.
also going to say Tucson.
Tucson, yeah. I do want to go to Arizona, but I think I might do that for like a solo trip, maybe. But no, I want to go to Vancouver.
If you go to Tucson, you're going to see a lot of bachelorette parties.
I'm sure. Oh, no, Scottsdale.
Scottsdale, okay.
Yeah.
At Scottsdale, to go to
Maybe I should
Scottsdale
go
or
to
Nashville,
Tucson.
like you're going to see a lot of bachelorette parties.
Yeah. Well,
You probably
we'll
should
see.
go to Tucson.
Yeah, that's what I'm
If you don't
thinking.
want to see like the whole party scene and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
7th question. If you could build my ideal man, based on just physical, what would he look like? And you can even compare him to somebody that like people might know.
If he were, okay, I'm just gonna do 2 ethnic groups. But
Okay.
if he were a white man,
Okay.
I would say a mix of Henry Cavill meets, what's his name? The guy from Fast and Furious.
Oh,
What's that man's name?
I'm in awe right now. I did
something.
forget Paul Walker.
Paul Walker. Like
Yes.
the 2 of them, I feel like that's her type. Like you don't need a 6 foot requirement, but I feel like you're like from like you're probably like a 5'11" to 6'2" girl.
Yeah.
And if like he's white, strong jawline, nice head of hair,
Nice lips.
decent. This is me, right? Like this
Sorry.
is like decent
I'm
muscle mass,
sorry.
but not too muscly. Has a good job, like, but basically that's what I would describe your ideal man. Like full head of hair if he has hair, like strong jawline, muscular, like strong attractive facial features, and relatively tall.
Yeah. Paul Walker is he's a dream.
Oh my gosh. And then you're if you were black, I'm trying to think of
He still is, even though he's passed.
oh my gosh. If you were black, I'm trying to think of who you like celebrity wise, because I feel like it's easiest for people to get that image in their head.
Yeah.
Celebrity wise, who is it? This one's
Black.
tough.
Yeah, because the thing is, I always notice if I'm attracted to a white man, he's usually not just an everyday white man that I see. It's usually a celebrity. If I'm attracted to a black man, he's not going to be a celebrity.
Yeah,
He's going to be
that's what I'm
somebody
saying.
that's
That, like this
everyday.
is a reverse for you.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of. You like a beard on a black man. That's something I know for a fact on you. You really like
Nice
a beard on a
beard,
black
yes.
man. You like a medium to darker skin tone for the most part. Height, I would say around the same. Same thing with muscle build. Deep voice for both black and white men.
Absolutely.
Like a beard, like just a strong voice.
Yes.
And then a pretty smile. I think is like even more like a bigger thing for you with black eyes. But,
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Good job.
Okay.
All right,
My turn. All right. Huh. Who was my bully in 4th grade? I mean 5th grade.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay.
No.
You know who she is. I was gonna say.
Candace.
Yes.
Yes.
Here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, this is a real question.
Okay.
Okay. What was my favorite ice cream flavor for the longest time?
Vanilla.
I would not eat anything but vanilla. Dad got sick of me. I used to irritate my dad so much. I remember one time he forced me to get something that was not vanilla.
I know.
But vanilla is like
every time you go in, you're like,
vanilla bean is like a no fail safe option.
vanilla bean is different.
Than regular vanilla.
Yeah.
Vanilla bean is a superior vanilla. But that's delicious with like mixed in fruit. It's delicious.
Yes.
Or topped with like a fruit compote. Oh, so good.
So good.
What is if I could live anywhere else in the world, where would I live?
In the world. In the world, though?
Okay, in the United States.
But I mean, like, because we've talked about so many places.
You're right.
And this is when I go back, it goes back to my point of indecisiveness with this girl. Because I could say a myriad of things. Okay. In the United States, I don't know, I would say probably either the East Coast, Upper East Coast, or I know that you've been thinking about Alabama lately. So who knows? It might be something different in the next month.
Oh my god. Well, I think it's like I want to experience different places.
Yeah, and I
wanna
get
just,
that.
like, see different places.
I get that. But for right now, Alabama is the answer.
But I think it's because I wouldn't mind going to school there.
Okay.
And it's also so pretty. It's
Yeah.
actually a very pretty state.
Yeah.
Okay. Trying to think. Something you would really, really know about me.
Yeah.
What's my Cane's order?
What is your Cane's order? A box combo with no coleslaw, extra fries, extra sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coleslaw is nasty. Okay, that was question 3.
Yes.
4. Who did I have a crush on pretty much all of elementary, middle school, and high school? It's 2 guys.
Elementary, middle, and high school?
Yes. We talked about one of them recently.
But you said one of them, so is it one person?
No, pretty much my entire schooling and education. You know this person.
I'm sure I do.
Biracial.
Oh, Kyle.
Yes.
Yes. That's all you have to say. Biracial. Okay, Kyle.
The biggest crush on him, like growing up. Joe.
I think Kyle had a crush on her.
Joe, who weird.
Again, indecisiveness. Joking.
Question number 5. Okay. What is one food that I think is absolutely disgusting and will never eat?
Okay, peas.
Okay, I eat those every now and again. I'm forced.
One other food that you think is chorizo, Mexican style, right?
Yeah.
Chorizo, Mexican style. Gosh, what is something else that you think is disgusting?
This one's very obvious.
Is it?
Yes, this you're like, you've got those two right, but like this one's like, I do not eat it flat out whatever moment I make it. Like, just
banana pudding.
I do not eat that mess. Like flat out.
Banana pudding. I thought you were talking about like just bananas, but banana pudding. Yes, you will not eat banana pudding.
I've always been that way. My parents always have to give me ice cream.
Yeah.
Or I have to
and vanilla. Go ahead.
But like, I don't like it. Okay. What is my like, what type of girl do you think I am? Like,
What?
like if you could build a dream home for me, where would you build it and what would it look like?
In the mountains. It would definitely be very homey. It wouldn't be any of these sterile boxes that they put us in. So definitely nice lighting. Probably a bit more, not woodsy, but definitely natural tones that gold would pair well with. Windows, but not everything just completely open. Probably say about 4 bedrooms, I would say. A nice kitchen, because you do like to cook. Nice kitchen, and then lots of land, and probably a garden outside.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Okay, excuse me. All right, and last and final question. Would I prefer a vacation to Europe or a vacation to Latin America?
Latin America.
Yeah. 100%.
I think you would go to Europe.
I want to go to Europe.
Yeah,
like, I really do want to go to Europe, but Latin America every
Latin
day.
America. Yeah.
I like
And
the
that's because
food
of the
more.
men there. And don't even try to mask it with the food.
It's not my fault Latin men like me. It's not my fault they like me. But yeah, those are like quick facts about us and how well we know each other. But I love one of my favorite things about us is like we can be honest with each other. We don't get offended. We really don't fight.
For sure.
I feel like it's like how we communicate is very simple. I'd rather somebody be very straightforward and honest with me than to be
not.
But like to also just lie to me. I don't care for that.
Yeah.
I'd rather you tell me the truth, but firmly, so I can improve and be a better person in our relationship for myself.
Or even in
than
a funny way.
Yeah.
I think we have that kind of relationship. Like, if I'm not gonna sit up here and lie to you about anything, and if it warrants being serious, that's fine. And if it warrants being like just goofy, like that's fine too. We have that kind of relationship, and I think it's
100%.
important to have those people in your corner.
Well, I hope you guys enjoy getting to know my younger sister, Doria. If you don't already know, but she mentioned it earlier, she has a YouTube channel. You can find her, and what's your channel name?
My channel name is just my first name, Doria, and then my middle name, Eve. So
Yeah.
it was Doria Eve.
It is Doria, is spelled Doria, in
Yeah.
case you don't know how to spell it. It's just Doris with an A at the end.
Yep, and then the woman who ruined all of our lives, Eve. Eve.
But if you can, please go ahead and give her a follow. I think
Yeah.
we're thinking of having, family members or some guests on more on the podcast, just a little bit more.
I would love to come back.
Yeah. So we hope you guys have a wonderful day, morning, evening, whatever it is that you have going on, and you make some time to find some joy today.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Live easy. Bye.